a.m. to 7 p.m., the Deep South Para-Comic-Con will bring chills, thrills and much more. Special appearances by the paranormal rocker Keith Age, Blaine Rohan psychic medium, Dr. Lee Tree Anna Brown, Professor Matthew Brown, Lilia Bogoeva, Michael and Destiny Fox from Fox Paranormal, creator of American Demon comic Austin Light, producer Gwen Johns, Ben Bracken with Dothan Ghostbusters, Ken Gerhard from Monster Quest and Ancient Aliens, WCW Wrestling NWO Wrestling American Giant Buck Bresner, CCW Wrestling The Masked Assassin Russ Conway, James Stokes from Stranger Things, Voorhees Night of the Beast and many more, Ethereal Voice Paranormal Richard and Colleen Johnson, Jessica Lentz cosplay artist. Come see Letriana Brown's Haunted Object Lab. What do you feel from these objects?
Discharges, you guys, right? I'll hold it back. I'll shoot at it, hold it back, don't scare it. But if this thing charges, I can defend myself. You got it. This was very late at night. Everybody was asleep. And I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified.
Hey, hey.
Hey, sister.
Hey, everybody. There's Gwen. Hey, hon. So happy to, I'm jealous of Blaine's hat.
Yeah.
Blaine's hat.
You know what's funny?
What?
The shipping cost more than the hat did.
Oh.
But
That's funny.
Yeah, because it came from Canada. It came from a native-owned company in Canada. I thought it was American made until I was like, why are they charging $19 for shipping? It's like, gee. Well, I do want to say a few things before we go to the show. I want to go thank everybody for sending me all the support and kind feelings and everything, because everybody knows I'm going through cancer right now. I'm going through chemo and radiation. I got my chin held high. It's rough, but I'm doing the best I can do. And I thank all the people that send me well wishes. You guys wouldn't even believe some of the people that have called me, sent me messages that I would have never thought in my my life that I would have got messages for some of these people. And some of them are famous, very famous. And I was like, wow. And Lee, can I tell the one about Russ?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
Russ is on Finding Bigfoot. He's the one you always see by himself, Russell Cord. That is the nicest man and a fellow veteran I've ever met. He took time out of his day and literally took Lee's phone.
Left. Walked away.
Talked to myself and Jennifer, my wife, and said, look, dude, if you need anything as a fellow veteran, as a human being, here's my phone number. He gave me his personal phone number. I sent him a text Friday. I said, brother, I made it through week 1. He was like, heck yeah, man, we've got you through this. You need us, call. And John Zaffis, same way. Johnny has been wonderful. Just about everybody was at your con, Thomas, that Lee went by and just let me say hello to. I've got messages from all of them, a lot of them from Gettysburg, throughout the military world, throughout the paranormal world.
Yes.
It's been overwhelming, but very well appreciated. And I'm going to make it through this. So if you guys don't see me on the show as long or as much, it just depends on how, because as soon as we do this on Mondays, I do chemo first thing in the morning, then I do radiation right after. And sometimes I feel okay after radiation. Like today, I'm not feeling that bad. I feel weak as hell. Really bad dry mouth. So if y'all see me drink a lot, it's because I have got to keep fluid in my mouth. But I'm doing well, and I'm gonna make it through this. And I will make a video appearance several times at the Deep South Paracomic-Con this weekend down in Ozark. I've got to get with Stan later. I'm hoping to be able to do the intro for the con via video, live video. And I will be doing classes with Lee and Matt and Gwen throughout the day. The ones that I could go to, because sometimes Saturdays is a lot of busy other shit we got to do since we can't do anything during the week because all the damn doctor's appointments. They've got me. Let's see. I go to chemo every Monday, radiation Monday through Friday. I see a hearing specialist once a week because of the chemo that I'm taking. It's called cisplatin, and it could lower my hearing. And I'm already deaf enough being around airplanes and all the heavy metals music that I still listen to. I just want to say, too, I think the nurses that do my chemo, they are so awesome. There's a lady that volunteers there, and she'll come around, and she has, like, cookies and potato chips and Cokes and hot chocolate and coffee, and she's always has a smile on her face, as you always. Well, hey, Mr. Blade, how you doing today? Knows me my name. And I've told her my name one time, and she made sure that anything that I got that she gave to Jennifer too would make Jennifer comfortable. So I appreciate that a lot. And I'll tell you about my radiation. That's probably the worst part of the whole treatment. Chemo is not bad. It's long. It takes about 3.5, 4 hours because they have to run regular IV through you, which is just basically salt water. Then they'll run a steroid through you. Then they run 2 different anti-nausea medicines because chemo is very notorious about making people sick to their stomach. And I don't like being sick anyway. The stuff they use is phenomenal. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
And, hey, baby.
But yeah, you sit there for about 3 hours. And then once everything else is done, they put the cisplatin through you. And it's just a drip, just a regular IV drip. Well, you got to wait for all of it to drain. Then plus you got to wait for the IV to fully drain because it will not take you off until both bags are completely done. So that's about 3.5, 4 hour process every Monday morning, 7 o'clock. Well, plus you got to go. The vampires get you first because you got to always go get blood before you go in there every day. Every time you do chemo, you got to get blood drawn.
Yeah.
Then after that, we walked literally next door to where radiation is. And this is the hardest part for me because I didn't know I was claustrophobic because I have neck and throat cancer. I mean, head and neck and shoulder cancer. They have to put me down on the table, and there is a mesh mask that they put over my face, and they bolt me to the ground. I did not know that I was claustrophobic as hell. I freaked out. I've never been more scared in my life. I've had rockets, mortars, and small arms fire shot at me in war. I was petrified of that damn mask. I had real bad anxiety to the point where I could not sleep. I made the doctor cut me eye holes where I could see out of the damn thing, and I made them give me a sedative or an anti-anxiety pill where I could put that mask on. And I got my fear through that. I did it because I have to get this treatment. But one cool thing about radiology is I have a DJ. The 3 ladies that do my radiation every day, they ask me, all right, Mr. Blaine, what music you want to hear? Like one day I told them Elvis, one day I told them Def Leppard, one day I told them Kiss, one day I told them Metallica, whatever.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, gotta have me Fleetwood Mac. That was my first day I had Fleetwood Mac. That helped a lot because I love Fleetwood Mac. But they have been wonderful, accommodating because they probably see over 4,000 patients a week on both in the cancer center and the radiation center. Luckily, they're right next door to each other, so I leave one, go right to the next. But I want everybody to know what I'm going through, and thank you for the well wishes and the healings and the prayers, and that means a lot to me because this is a fight that I could not do it on my own, and so I thank each and every one of you for doing this fight with me. So let's go to have some fun and talk about the show now.
Yep. Thank you for telling us what you're going through.
Yeah, we love you, brother.
Your bravery. We love you. And even in this, you inspire people. Even in this, you've done readings for people, you've changed lives, and you're still changing lives. And I'm just so happy to call you my brother. Even though you're my cousin, you're my brother.
There ain't no cousin bullshit. We brother and sister. That's
brother and sister. Yeah.
Can I show you guys something real quick? Can I show you something Lee and I did the other day? These are our first ones. So can you see?
It's an all access network.
Well, shoot.
Oh, look at those.
They're a little big.
I like big though.
I like big. I don't like to be bald.
Well, I had no choice but to have them big.
That looks good.
Oh, and I will tell you this, y'all will see me. Hey, I never got one of your t-shirts, Thomas.
Every story, every voice, all access. It's beautiful, baby.
Yeah,
so
of course we're gonna tweak them.
When I do the show, I'll probably be wearing like either white beaters or these because of the radiation. I have to keep lotion on myself to keep myself.
Hey, Riz.
Moisturized, because if not, it'll dry up. So
don't do that.
Having my bare arms with his tattoos hanging out.
I thought you just we were at a gun.
He's showing the guns.
Wait, I got guns.
Hey, Stacia.
Oh. Hey, Stacia, I love you. Look there. Can't wait to kick it with you.
Right on, Rez. Hey, this is why I want to say something to you. I think this is cool as hell. The guy's Native American, but he's from Wisconsin. He calls himself a redneck. That's as much redneck as you can get right there.
Oh, you just don't know. Rez is a very special man. He is a very special man. I can't wait for all of you to get to know him. What you see,
he's coming to the channel too.
Yes, he is. That's why I said that. I don't know.
Oh, I gotta say too on this. Kudos to the preview on the show tonight. That was phenomenal. Not just our show, but all the new stuff that I haven't seen. You put up there like the stuff with you and Matt on there. That was wonderful.
It's not finished.
Taking ass and taking names.
Yes, we are.
Go, girl.
None of that is finished. It just takes a lot of time, more than you think. And Lee, bless her heart, puts And I put my heart and soul into it, of course. And
Yes.
I represent
Yeah.
everywhere I go. If
So
you didn't
all-
see my post,
Yes.
go look. I went on an investigation this weekend, and it's out there. I'm doing everything I can. I'm about to go do an adventure that I'll tell you about later.
I can't wait to hear more about this. So she's going to get a lot of followers and really thrill a lot of viewers because she's going to be doing something amazing.
Nice.
Yep.
So, I Riz. He said, "Love all you guys." Did I do the win?
Yes,
Oh.
you did. We double clicked.
I'm honored to be a part of the network and part of y'all's tribe. That's right. You are part of the tribe. Sir.
Yep.
This is a great loving tribe. We love everybody.
Hey,
Most
Win, do you want to send him the link and let him come on? Does he feel like
yeah,
that?
please do.
Is that okay, guys?
Look,
Riz, you want to
You don't mind, do you?
put it up.
He's got years of podcast experience and he's badass. He just is. And I want him to be Tom and Blaine. So
Yeah.
I gotta learn to share.
Just one
Yeah,
second.
Riz, do you
One
want to come
second.
on?
I got another announcement. So
Yes,
Do
please.
it. Yes.
the time I see you guys again, next
Hey,
weekend,
Sean.
the 9th and the 10th,
Oh, yeah.
is the
Sorry.
Connecticut Witch Festival.
Yes,
in
yes.
Connecticut. So if you're in the New England area, New York, New Jersey, nearby, whatever, or you could fly in if you want for the weekend.
Sure.
It'll be on historic Pratt
I
Street,
wish.
and we're acknowledging the people that were accused of witchcraft 45 years before Salem. They were finally exonerated. It's our second annual one. So we get a little pushback, but it's nice because we want people to come and learn about all that and then have fun and watch the hex dancers. Those guys are so awesome.
I know.
Yes, they are.
With the brooms and
Cool.
the dance, it's awesome. It's a not miss one. You gotta come and see it.
Thomas, was it for the same reasons that Salem happened?
Similar. A lot of it was the rich people. They were going through a flu epidemic at first, and so they look at the poor people. So somebody was outspoken. They say, "Hey, they're a witch. That must be why the flu." So that's kind of how it started. Usually,
Yeah, we all know the first one, well, the one in Salem was all about they wanted land.
yeah.
The easiest way to get accused somebody of being a witch so they could take their property
Yeah,
legally.
I think it was the kids, and then I think some smarter people decided to take advantage. So and that's just the craziness.
Cool, dude. I want some briefings on that, man.
Yeah,
because I love that kind of history. Because it's fascinating to me. It's like, okay,
yeah, Dr. Richard Ross wrote a whole. Yeah, Dr. Richard Ross, who's going to be one of the speakers.
Right on.
He wrote a whole book about the trials in Connecticut. So that's on Amazon. You can get all that. So,
That makes sense.
be cool.
Hey, Thomas, do you have
So,
do you have an external mic, Thomas?
do I have a what?
An
External mic, or is it
Why you can't hear me?
because you're blipping? It's blipping a little bit. I didn't know.
Not on my end. It's only on yours. Mine is coming.
Okay, it's me
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Mine's
just
fine.
overtold
I'm
me.
hearing fine.
Okay, good. It's just me. It's just
Oh,
me.
Lord Jesus.
It's just your rear ass.
Yeah. So
It's me.
yeah, a lot of our
Wait.
Wardruna friends will be at the Witch Festival. So of course Stacia will be there
Yes.
speaking. May will be Dr. Richard Ross, Catherine Nadal. So we got a lot of cool speakers. Gonna be one woman that's gonna teach you how to make a witch's broom. So that's gonna be kind of fun too. So there's a lot of fun stuff. So,
Yeah.
a lot of learning and all that. So it's gonna be a good weekend.
Yeah.
What happened to Gwen? She leave on us?
No,
I don't
We're
know.
out?
she just went into Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
She's in the ether somewhere.
Well, I was downloading some pictures for you about the witch festival, and
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
There
Oh.
she is.
Hey,
You know,
ether spit her out.
Luna.
Got Riri.
Riri.
Goldie.
Hello, Riri.
Gorgeous, you sweet boy. And
Yeah.
you see who's
How
here?
did you get him?
Luna.
Yeah, she hears
Hi, Luna.
Tom and Blaine. Say
Yeah.
hi.
Hey,
She's so
Luna.
sleepy. It's
Luna,
drizzly
Luna.
rain.
You got to
It's
get all
the
access
ring.
T-shirt for Luna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's part of Wardruna too, right?
Oh, don't forget
Mhm.
Ginger. Ginger's a
Yes.
sweet
Yeah,
baby
Ginger
girl.
needs one too.
She's in
Yep.
the bathtub with Matt. She thinks she's every time he gets in the tub, she's got to get in. I don't know what's going on.
Nice.
Dogs aren't supposed to like baths, but she doesn't know it, so she does whatever.
She doesn't think she's a dog anyway, so
No, she thinks she's a kid.
Yep. Crazy.
Well, so we have been talking about the Sutcliffe Ripper, right?
Mhm.
He's our topic for tonight. Let me just throw this out here. I'll start by, what do you call it? I'll break the, when you're pool, play
Nice.
pool. Yeah, I'll start with that. Here it is.
Yeah.
Great.
So Peter William Sutcliffe with an E, the Yorkshire Whipper, the
Whip
the
up.
Yorkshire Ripper. He was born.
Boston.
The Whipper.
Ripper.
June the 2nd, 1946. So, this one's got a little bit of age on it, but man, he was vicious. Okay. He's from West Yorkshire, England. And he died during COVID-19. Okay. He died of COVID.
Oh.
Yep. And so he was convicted May of 1981. He was sentenced to life in prison with 20 current life sentences. And I think that's pretty interesting because usually when somebody has killed a string of people, they only do so many, that they are tried for, and then they just say, shh, because they're never going to get out of prison with what they've done. They don't go into the full amount. So, and I think that's wrong to the families of the people, his victims, it really hurts.
That's the weird thing about Great Britain. Their court system is just so much different what they call things. There he is.
Right.
What's up, everybody?
What's up,
This,
man?
Hey.
this is Bobby. This is Bobby Rez.
Rez is in the hole.
Yeah, the Red Road Paranormal Podcast will be coming to All Access Network.
Nice.
Yep, that it is. It's official.
I can't wait to see that. That's amazing. And we've got several members of our tribe that would like to participate. We have one that's specifically interested. So yeah. So
They're all
that's a win. That's a win.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was a whole ass.
Yep.
The whole ass.
Let me go back
Nice.
because we're talking about the court system in Great Britain.
Yeah.
Then you could get paroled. So what they do there, keep you from getting paroled, they call it a whole life order. So if you're hit with that, that means you can get parole at all. So it's different over there. It's almost to the point where if you plead insanity, like we say plead insanity, over there they don't call it that. They call it diminished responsibility. So those terms, that's just what we refer to it as. So, death row is basically you're not getting out. Pretty much what
I see. Okay.
So, yep. Just on the legal side of it, but yeah, this guy's childhood, unbelievable. He came into the world messed up. His father and mother. His father was an alcoholic. Beat his mother like ruthlessly to the point where he beat her so bad that he was born premature. And from that point, the old father gets mad, drunk, whips his kids with the belt. But one of his brothers did say when Sutcliffe was about 4 or 5 years old, it was on Christmas time, there was an argument going on, and the father hit him over the head with a beer bottle and broke it over his head.
Jesus.
So this is his young kid. It's like, what can you do at 4 and 5 to deserve that? Again, we talk about head injuries and the effect of your growth,
Mhm.
that low area and their development. That was the one thing that kind of concerned me. And then from there, at a very young age, he was into voyeuristic things. I think he was less than 15 years old, going around and following prostitutes around, which would become his MO later on.
So
He would follow the prostitutes around and watch the prostitutes have sex with their Johns. And
So he was a Jeepers Creeper?
yeah, pretty much.
Jeepers Creeper.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, but that's his development as a kid. You can really look at those types of things, and all those kind of lean in to how he became. And one of his first jobs is he was a grave digger. I don't know if you guys knew that. He started out as a grave digger.
No, I didn't know that.
He loved it. I mean, the people that
I bet he did.
all the people thought he was weird. You know, he liked to get overtime to dig graves. They wanted to put him on the road after with that service, and he didn't want to, so he left. And he became like a truck driver, or they call it, heavy goods truck or something. And
It'll be a lorry driver.
yeah, and he got fired from that. He was stealing tires, but later on, he stayed in that side of things with being a truck driver. And as you know, there's a lot of serial killers that are truck drivers that we've talked about.
Yeah, because it's convenient.
Yeah, exactly. You're here, you're there, you could do what you want. So yeah, but that's pretty much to that.
So that's his childhood. He and his mother were beaten terribly.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's the weird part of it. But his whole life sets up to him becoming a serial killer. His voyeuristic looking at prostitutes, beating up, that frontal injury of getting beaten all the time.
Yeah,
Now you're chopping up.
Yeah, now you're chopping up. It's weird.
Now you sound choppy. Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Am I losing signal?
Yeah.
It's weird. You're in and out. You'll get like two words and like.
Oh no. My Wi-Fi is a little less, but all right. How do I sound now?
You sound fine now.
That's better.
Okay. All right. Maybe it's a fan that's on. But probably the biggest thing is later on they said that he was a paranoid schizophrenic, which I don't think he was. It was all like a ploy. But really what that might have stemmed from is he got married after I think he was fired from one job. He goes and so meets this Sonia Zerma, and they get married. But she was diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. She had a lot of miscarriages. She was trying to become a teacher, which she ultimately did, even though she was paranoid schizophrenic, I guess on the medication. But she was to the point where they went through a lot. They stayed together. She cheated on him, but they stayed together and stayed in the house up to the point he was arrested. But I think the crazy part of it is when she was interviewed, when they were interviewing her about Sutcliffe, some lady was writing a book. She said that she was the most irritating, strangest, and coldest person she's ever met. And this was Sutcliffe's wife. So if you're going to be called paranoid schizophrenic and you see your wife going through it and those traits, what better thing to learn off of to pretend, to try and get the diminished responsibility so you don't have to go to prison for life, which he tried. So you really look at these things that happen in his life, and he had the brain to do it. And that's why I say he probably wasn't paranoid schizophrenic. I think he was more of a malignant narcissist. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
Yes, I have.
Everybody hears of narcissism, but there's different levels of it. But malignant narcissist is more as antisocial behaviors. They have paranoid traits. They also have aggression and sadism. So, and that was one of the big things with him when he was killing prostitutes, was he was very sadistic and how he sexually assaulted. So a lot of this stuff goes together as opposed to schizophrenic. I think it's more psychologically, as I break them down, is a malignant narcissist is more closer to what this guy is.
Uh-oh, you cut out that last sentence. That last sentence cut out.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's
Okay,
okay.
I'm gonna put up the second slide.
I think your
Hold on, I got a question.
doesn't want the man to talk. I think his spirit's coming after you, Thomas.
Yeah, the spirits are all after me.
Well, this one's trying to be an asshole because you're talking.
Yeah.
About him
Yeah, talking about Peter. So
You're
he doesn't
talking
want to
about
talk about him.
his little misfortunes.
Yeah.
Riz, what were you going to say?
Hey, Riz has a question. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, you know, if you go by the way he was raised and how he was beat and everything, if that made him a serial killer, well, you would think there'd be a lot more Native American serial killers because a lot of our children still in these reservations are getting beat, have mothers and fathers that are drunks and alcoholics. They take off for days at a time. You know, they're basically left in third world poverty conditions.
Yeah.
So if you go with that statement, how come we don't see more of the Native Americans in this demographic of serial killers?
Rez, I'll answer that one for you, buddy.
Just a tidbit real quick. He lives on the Mohican reservation. So that's how he has that perspective.
Rez,
Okay.
the reason I'll answer your question on that because I'm Native American too. I think the reason is because a lot of the Native American serial killers aren't reported because they never stay around long enough to leave any evidence of what they do, or it's just pushed under the rug. It's like, okay, this is my auntie or this is my uncle. Okay, I'm not going to say nothing about it, but I know he does this stuff. And dude, I would like to know too, statistically, how many are on the Native American reservations that are serial killers? Or we know for a fact that a lot of them, and I hate to say this, are rapists, pedophiles. They're the same as America itself. We're just a big effing country with a bunch of sick people. But I always wondered that too. Why you never see a Native American serial killer on the res or even off the res.
Yeah, you don't hear about it in the news. You don't see it. You know, I know a few years ago, a buddy of mine right down the road ended up in a blue barrel, and they didn't find him for a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, this white guy from town worked for me at one point in time. You know, when I had different businesses, I'd known him, and I knew he went. Last reports, he went missing up on the reservation, and a year later, they found him stuffed in a blue barrel.
And dude, it wouldn't have surprised me at all is all the people that end up missing on the reservations aren't from serial killers.
Could be.
I mean, because they think, okay, you're not just say that you and Lee are brother and sister living on the res, and your Gwen's your youngest sister, and she gets abducted and disappears. Well, that person that abducted her is counting on you two not to say anything because you're scared for your lives now. You might have saw something or heard something and got threatened by them, and you just clam up, don't say a word. Or there's so much non-trust from the government that you guys have, and I have the same non-trust, and I work for the government, so because they pay well, it's the only reason. But I think that's a lot of it has to do with like, okay, everything that we've ever been told has been a lie to us. Every treaty the United States signed with every tribe has been broken.
Oh yeah.
Not one. I take that back. The only one that's ever been kept is with the Seminoles because they told them to go stack bricks.
Yes, they did. They
Anytime.
never surrendered either.
Yeah. But there was a
Every time
time
they have me sign paperwork, I tell them, "Hey, we don't like signing paperwork. We get screwed every time."
Dude, it's like now if you don't know exactly what you're signing, hell, to me it's just a piece of paper. It's worth what the piece of paper is worth. If it costs a nickel to print that piece of paper, that's what it's worth, a nickel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just did a little research while you guys were talking about it, and this is what it said. This is the takeaway from this huge thing that popped up. It says that there's no evidence that Native Americans were more likely to be serial killers. Duh. But the idea is that Native communities are underserved, over-policed in some ways, and under-policed in others, especially when it comes to missing and murdered Indigenous women.
There's a lot of trafficking and all that.
Yeah.
That it's involved.
I
There
want
you
to target more of that information about missing and murdered Indigenous people.
Yeah.
We
Our
need to do a whole show just on this.
Oh,
Yeah, I
well,
agree.
we've got a new show
What is
coming out.
over?
We have a new show coming out. It's called Native Matters, and that's going to be just about this.
Yeah.
And
Oh, good.
I was hoping it'd
Um,
be our show. I didn't know it was a whole other show doing it. Sorry.
no, well, you can always pop over. Good Lord, of course. You can always go over there.
Mhm.
But we've got the Commission of Minority Affairs coming on.
Yeah. Okay.
And Department of Agriculture for South Carolina. It's all South Carolina related because that's where I live. And that was the connection I had. But
Well, I'm a tribe member in South Carolina, so yeah.
that's it. That's it. All right.
There was a big case. There was a big case. You know, the Native Americans. I don't think it was Native Americans who were being killed because they all of a sudden had money because of oil. Was the movie that was out, The Killer of the Flower Moon? Killers of the Flower Moon, where the
Yep.
Native Americans up in Oklahoma were being killed to get their land for the oil, to take their money from them. So that was a whole movie with DiCaprio and all that. It got a whole bunch of awards. But that's all.
the same
Native
story
American.
has been told since 1491.
Yeah,
Like
no
us
doubt.
out for our land.
So that's all it always is. The land, resources. It's terrible.
I'm surprised that South Carolina is actually giving land to Indigenous people right now through the Commission on Minority Affairs. It's a new thing that just came through, and it just blew my mind. You can actually borrow equipment from the government or lease it if you need to instead of having to buy it. There's a whole lot that's going on that's improved in South Carolina towards Indigenous people.
That's
So
good. That's good.
I'm
Step in the right
extremely
direction.
I'm extremely thrilled with what I've seen. Let me throw this up here real quick. So here's the criminal profile. I think that Tom's already covered most of this, but Sutcliffe murdered 13 women and attempted to murder 7 more. And this is between 75 and 80. So only 5 years. This man was moving. Many of his victims were sex workers, though not all of them.
Prostitutes.
Yeah, his killings were marked by extreme violence, using weapons like hammers and screwdrivers, often attacking women from behind.
Coward.
Oh yeah, coward. I actually was able to download a profile of his off the internet. And most of it Tom's already said, but there's a couple of little things in there that's pretty graphic. So I'll have to throw up a sign that says it's graphic, but I really think it's interesting.
Here we go. I got you.
I'm sorry, but if you're not adult enough, this is an adult show. If you get your little feelings hurt, turn the channel now.
Don't hold back, Elaine. Just don't hold back.
Don't hold back on our count.
I can go on my TV right now and watch 15 people get murdered on a TV show on regular TV.
Yeah.
But I have to give a disclaimer because somebody might get their feelings butthurt. Screw you. But grow up. Jeez.
Tell it, Blaine.
There, Blaine.
Don't you just
Wait.
love it?
I'm sorry.
High five, buddy.
Boom.
High five.
I'm sorry. I can't stand this sissy
This mentality of
feelings thing.
Mhm.
It's like if you can't take adult stuff, this man committed these crimes. We're stating facts, we're not making opinions or just floating stuff up out of our ass. We're telling facts of stuff that this dude did. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
so
Sorry, go ahead. I'm off my soapbox now.
thank you very much. So Sutcliffe was a quiet, socially awkward kid that did not do well in schools. People bullied him. And the words that were used in this profile was emotionally stunted, meaning that he was traumatized at some point in his life and he didn't really mature past it. And that he was also Roman Catholic, and he internalized a lot of guilt and shame, especially around sexuality. And he showed a lot of attempts to cleanse sex workers, projecting his torment and turmoil on the victim. And he did have burial practices. And he had a morbid sense of humor. There were jokes that he did with these bodies. He was a voyeur, and he had deep resentment and hatred just for people in general, but mostly for females. And he had a sexual repression. He had a problem with creating healthy relationships with women. This kind of reminded me of the co-ed killer.
Yeah.
This part,
Yeah.
because he had internal fantasies that were violent, and his dad was overly mannish. He had no love. Truly, he was no doubt a psychopath. Okay, they both, the mother and father, had a religious provocation of punishing them even with guilt. And because he didn't feel the same sexual desire as people, the normal man and woman should, he became violent with it. And he had early exposure to death as a grave digger. And they even mentioned that in the profile, saying that might be one of the reasons why he wanted to do this, because he fiddled with them. You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would he have all the time if he wasn't going there and playing fiddle the diddle over there on the dead corpses?
Yeah.
I mean, they're dead. I get it, but damn.
Well, I don't want to say, but I don't think this happened to him. But a lot of it went on with Catholic priests for a while. But he was an altar boy.
Yeah.
So.
And most of the mutilation of the bodies were the genitals and abdomen of women. So I think that's probably why they called him the Ripper, because he was a lot like Jack the Ripper on that. And he did have hallucinations and delusional thinking that they were saying something to him, or he had a relationship with them. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of his MO was that he said, God told me to do it. So it's like he's a serial killer, mission serial killer. So where they think God's telling them to do something, and they have to take out, let's say, the prostitute or all the Indian people or anything like that. That's what their mindset they pinpoint in on. And this really, his MO changed, because I think when they started to get a little heat on him, he felt, well, if I go prostitutes, police don't really care about them, so they're less likely to come after me. So he did have a frame of mind that he knew what he was doing. So I really don't think a lot of the stuff he said to the psychologists, his lawyers, and all that, I think was self-preservation more than what he actually was.
And that is exactly the case, because the police during this time really didn't care about the sex workers. So if they'd let him go, he was able to get by with it for a longer period of time.
Yeah. And a lot of the people that got away, he had the Yorkshire accent, just like us, we know Gwen's from the South, with her Southern accent, and all those types of things. I love Gwen's accent.
Everybody does.
Accent. But you can tell where each section of the country most people are, but Yorkshire accent. But then as he's halfway through killing people, and people say, well, he had a Yorkshire accent, but then this guy calls in who they nicknamed Wareside Jack. And he was sending letters and calling on the phone, and he had a different accent, which basically took the heat off of Sutcliffe for a while for him to be able to kill more people.
That was actually brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
See, that's like myself, dude. I have a Southern accent, but me being military as long as I was, I pick up on other accents, and I can articulate my words, and it's not hard to change. I mean, I can do a Boston accent if I had to, or I could do a what?
I was going to say, you had John Zappis doing the Southern accent. I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Southern gentleman.
He was doing it in front of Thomas. We were at the pizza place.
Thomas, that started off as a ruse on a show we did. I said, John, how funny would it be if you acted like a Southern gentleman through the whole show? We won't tell nobody who you are till the end of the show.
Yeah.
And we did a 2-hour show. Nobody knew it was John Zappis.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, he goes, well, what did he say? Well, I'll be.
Hey,
Hey guys, this is John Zaffis. I hope you were entertained for the last 2 hours because that was the funnest I've ever had in 2 hours.
oh, he said
That
that.
started out as just something me and him thought of to do for a show, just to make
Yeah.
to entertain people. And it
Oh,
worked.
God, it's so
He
good.
told me how long ago that was, what show he was on, and he
Yeah.
said every time he saw me after that, he was going to do the Southern Gentleman.
Yeah.
You got to see it, Rez. We'll be at a con together at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get him to do
Oh, yeah.
it.
Yeah, once I get past all this cancer stuff, it's on, baby. It's on.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
I'm like
I've gotta-
Donkey Kong.
Yes, and I'm
Looking
going to
forward
tell
to
you,
it.
he
Yeah.
does his Coors Light, and that's about it.
Yep.
That's
Good
about
job.
it.
Not funny.
John Zappis is a good man, and he
Oh,
loves
yeah.
his wife, and he's a good father, and he deserves all the respect we give him. Now,
Yeah.
I'm finished. Now I'm finished.
No, John earned every bit of respect he's given. Nothing was given to John. It was earned.
Yep.
John didn't get nothing. John earned his stuff.
He was sitting there
Yes,
and he
he
told
did.
me that he never once thought about really going into the paranormal field till he hit 15. And he showed up for dinner. He was invited by his Auntie Lorraine. And he walked in and there were certain people at the dining room table. And he looked around and sat down, and it was one of the most intelligent conversations. And the people were just mesmerizing. And he said, "This is it."
Yeah.
15 years old.
Yeah.
And so,
It's amazing. Amazing career he has had, and it's still going. And
yes.
I am so honored to call him one of my very good friends. And,
Me too.
yeah, I love the guy, and we all get along so well.
Yes.
But my friend
Everyone.
Raven.
Listen, everybody pray for Raven. She's been very sick. She
Yes.
called me and asked for prayer today.
Raven,
She's in between tests right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
She's a very talented lady, and I would pay big money to see Blaine and Raven do a healing.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
She's coming to
And
the
Rez-
network also. Thank goodness.
Yes.
We are
Very
just
cool.
going by leaps and bounds. I'm loving this. And
Yeah.
Raven, I love your last
But
name.
listen,
Here's
yes,
to the wolf.
yeah. People would come by and they would look at her, and I would see love in their eyes looking back at her. That's
Yeah.
the impact she has without even opening her mouth. I could see
That
it.
is called such great energy that it makes you smile. I love when people come up to me and smile. It means my energy is doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't want to talk to her so much at first because so many people would come by and just would be like, "Ooh, look at her," and they'd talk to her and things. And
Yeah.
I was watching this interchange. Just lots of time there were no words, just "ooh" and "oh, look at that." And finally, when we started talking more, all of a sudden it was just like I knew her. You know, that click. You know.
Yeah.
Every one of these people that's on the poster now, that click happened, or Gwen would not have had him on the network. It wouldn't have happened.
I'm like, nope.
A whole lot
So,
of notes on
Thomas,
that.
Thank you for sitting us next to Raven. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put the whole wall
Thank
of
you.
Wardruna together. So all the healers,
Yes.
all the people I knew that just meshed like that. So
Yeah.
And
One
it
of these
did.
days, I'll get to be a member of Wardruna.
yeah, definitely. So
Well,
yeah,
you-
Wardruna is really made up of all of us. You know, most of it is people that Stacia's known for years, and then for me, I've known you guys for a long time. You know what you're all about and worked with a lot of you guys, and that's what's come together on the core of it. You know, it's hard to let people into this because we have to know that they're into it for the right reasons, and not for ego, not to be a TV star or anything like to help people. And that's
I don't need a star. I don't need to be a TV star.
no.
I'm the big sexy. Come on.
I'm
Yeah.
a flower. I'm a flower. I'm a blooming idiot, right?
Blaine's famous for
Just-
like Joe, so yeah, you gotta be famous.
Look
Oh,
at you.
yeah.
Wait. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get
Yeah.
it. I'm going to
Gotta
get
put
it.
it on the shirt.
Ah, dang
Gotta
it,
put it on
Mac
the
so
shirt.
many.
Yeah, it's got to
There it is.
happen. Like
There
Hashtag
it
Blake
is.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yes.
we were doing the,
Yes.
we were doing
One of these things ever come off the top of my head.
Blaine.
I literally meant that. It's like, How do you go from eating a cheeseburger one day to eating Leg of Joe the next day?
I don't know.
And it stuck, Riz. It stuck. We laughed so hard.
Yeah.
We almost didn't make it through.
I know.
I know.
We couldn't make it through.
I didn't mean it. It's funny. I mean it. It's like dead serious.
He was serious, but the way he said
I
it,
just
it
know
just
that. Okay,
stuck.
one day you're going and you're ordering a double cheeseburger, and the next day you're cutting off pieces of Leg of Joe to feed to your neighbors at a barbecue.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, the funny thing is when Danny and Lauren were on and they had the Jeffrey Dahmer fork,
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeffrey
Yeah.
Dahmer could have been eating the Leg of Joe with that
Leg
fork.
of Joe
that he
that
had.
fork. Yeah, because then they said there was like pieces of material on the fork still.
Yeah, what appered to be material. It's still on there. They haven't taken it off. I wonder.
Good.
If
I wouldn't touch it.
luminol
I
tap.
wouldn't touch it.
No.
I wouldn't either.
Maybe they'll be able to get it tested.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You
That'd
should
be great.
see.
Back to Blaine
Guys.
here.
Yeah.
I've been watching Blaine for a couple of years on every podcast that he's had, been a co-host on. You never know what's going to come out of this man's mouth. And I love it.
Never.
No. you don't.
Exactly.
That's why I feel there's a connection.
On a filter.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
like
You know,
I like to entertain people. I like to people have fun and educate people. And I'm sorry, I'm a little rough. I'm sorry, I'm a lot rough around the edges because being 26
going
years
through a
active in the
lot.
military, you don't have a filter. I've never
But I
had a
can
filter. I had
say-
a dad that didn't have a filter. A grandfather didn't have a filter. I watched my grandfather, no lie, when I was 5 years old. In his living room, people from the church came and told him he needed to go to the church, and he told them to get the F off of his porch. His church was on his TV, and that's all he needed.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, you got
that
one.
night we
So
were
I
at
come by-
Deep South. Go ahead,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When that night we were at Deep South and we contacted your dad, what kind of beer did he like? I can't remember. Pabst Blue Ribbon or
Dad
something.
liked. That's funny. Dad liked PBR.
PBR.
It had to be PBR. It had to be ice damn cold. That was his. That's what he told us. I want some PBR
Okay.
on ice damn cold.
Did he put ice in it?
No, he wanted it ice cold.
I was thinking I had seen.
Let me
something like
explain
they
to
poured
Riz.
ice
put it in the
Mom's about
freezer.
Like my dad was an electrical engineer. Okay, he was smart as hell, but country as all freaking get out. Okay, dad probably had like a 170 IQ, but you talk to my dad, you think he was the dumbest redneck inbred person you ever met. He would be like, "Well, me and your mom went over there, and we went to the store over yonder, and I was gonna get some grits, but that guy told me there was like this much. I ain't paying that much money." That was my dad. Okay, that was my dad. But when he got on there and started talking about the PBR and it better be ice damn cold, oh,
Yes.
we were crying laughing. Me and Gwen were.
Y'all are
Yeah,
awesome.
it was y'all. Because we looked at each other like, yeah, it was funny. Good times.
Well, okay, so this is the poster for our shirt. Okay, this is the graphics for serial killer shirts.
Nice.
All right.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have those, and then Leg of Joe on the back. Hashtag
Nice.
Leg of Joe.
Make a joke.
yes.
So how do I get
Yes.
one?
And awesome.
Or XL.
You ask for one.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
All right,
Asking,
he his S
Please.
did. So now presented him with a shirt it did.
Yeah.
While we're talking about the Leg of Joe,
Yeah.
this is an actual town in South Carolina. Boom. Ketchup town.
Nice.
So you
Is
might
it-
see some ketchup.
I want to go there.
Hey, is it right next to Intercourse, Pennsylvania?
Nice. Yeah.
That is
Oh,
a real
Lord.
thing. Can I tell y'all the Intercourse, Pennsylvania story real quick?
Oh,
Oh, boy.
geez.
Oh
I'm
boy.
gonna move there.
Please.
No,
Put the flag
this
up,
is-
Gwen.
No, this is gonna have you crying. And this is a
Oh,
true
wait
story.
a minute.
Put the flag up,
Wait.
Gwen.
There you go.
Man, we got it.
You're
That
good.
ain't it. That ain't it. That says Sean
Oh
Ellis.
shoot, that ain't it. Hold on.
I
Ain't
meant
it?
really that time.
There it is. Okay, so sorry.
Yes.
Okay, this is a true story. This gentleman was in the hospital in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. And there was a security guard down at the bottom, just sitting around doing his thing. And all of a sudden he sees these dirty sheets come flying out the window. Well, the guy in the hospital room had diarrhea real bad, and he crapped all over the sheets. He literally threw them out the window. This gets better. This is a true story. I'm not making this shit up. That's what makes it so funny. It's true. There was a bum down at the bottom under the window. The sheets land on him. He's fighting this thing. And the security guard's trying not to laugh this whole time. He goes, dude, what the hell happened? He goes, I just beat the shit out of a ghost.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Tip my hat to you, sir.
Oh, that's so
But yeah, I researched that one, and I could not stop laughing when I read that. I was like, and I got it from Stupid Crook News.
nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it from this place called the Darwin Awards, and I went and looked it up to make sure it was a real story.
Well, there we
It
go.
was a real story.
So, Stacia,
Balls, Climax, Kentucky. I think.
Football climax,
All in
Birmingham.
Pennsylvania.
all in
She's so right.
Pennsylvania.
She's so right.
That's
Oh.
funny, Stacia.
Oh, they are all in
They're a little
Pennsylvania.
horny
Wow.
up there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Well,
it's funny,
we've got
this one, okay, this too.
Town, Ketchupville,
There's an Intercourse, Alabama.
Possum
There's a
Kingdom.
Climax, Alabama. There is a Blue Ball, Alabama as well. So Alabama and Pennsylvania have some other companies. They got some cool names for cities.
It's a cool place
I'm
to
gonna have
hang
to
out.
come down there and visit y'all in Bama.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've
dude,
never been to
you
that
gotta
part of
come
the
down.
country.
Oh, dude, it's fun
And
down here.
I will just say that my moonshine predisposition to moonshine came from him,
Yeah.
Mr.
Wow.
Mr. Blaine.
Yep.
The brother, underground heathen himself, makes our own moonshine.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
And I'll
times
give
a
you
year,
hey, I'll give you
straight
some
from the
scientific
hills.
muscle tips that'll help you make it better.
Y'all, I don't know
I'll
what
give you some
slide I'm
trade
on.
secrets.
I'm going to try 3. I don't know what slide I'm on. Is
All
that
right,
it?
let's try this one. Okay.
Oh, the capture.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
caught him. The police questioned him. There was inconsistencies and injuries led investigators to connect him with the Ripper murders. He was arrested in 1981, and he was driving with false plates on his car. Eventually, he confessed. He said he was on a divine mission to kill sex workers, hearing the voice of God to tell him to do so. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, but the court rejected his diminished responsibility plea and found him sane and guilty. Boom.
So he was on a mission from God.
Pardon me. Yeah, he was.
Blues
That was
Brothers.
his mission.
Like,
Jake and Elwood.
we're on a mission from God.
He's
Hey,
watching
Candy.
too many Blues Brothers.
Candy.
at the time.
I know. That's what I saw. Dan Aykroyd going, we're on a mission from God.
That's it. That's where I heard it.
Backpack,
Yeah.
cigarette, full tank of
This
glass,
is the crazy
dark,
part.
and we're wearing sunglasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the crazy part, when he was arrested, they didn't say when they pulled him over for false plates. While he was there, he said to him, "Oh, I really got to go pee." So they let him go pee behind some place, and he dropped all the evidence. He had a hammer with him, all the stuff he's been using, the ball-peen hammer he's been killing people with. He dumped it. So when they brought him over for more questioning, the cop that arrested him, like, dawned on him, was like, just had the inkling to go back to where they arrested him, and he found all the stuff there. So that's really what put him away.
Well, good. At least his
Yeah.
brain functioned
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they almost
Next
didn't get
slide.
him because they were talking about that Wearside guy, whatever, John Samuel Humble. They captured him a few years after, and what do they call it over there? Is perverting the course of justice. Is
I like it. Not obstructing. He's perverting the course of justice. I like
perverting
that
the
way
course
better.
of justice.
Oh, yes, they're British. That's right.
Yeah, they call
Right,
those
yep.
stuff over court stuff over there all weird shit.
So he did spend much of his life in Broadmoor Hospital.
Mhm.
And he was in high security psychiatric facility and then transferred back to prison in 2016. But COVID got him. And I'm moving a little faster because it is 9 o'clock. And I know that there's another show coming fairly soon. So, all right. So the investigation drew heavy criticism for its mishandling and particularly for dismissing important evidence and relying too much on the hoax tape of the Wareside Jack. And many believe misogyny and bias against sex workers among police officers contributed to the delays in capturing Sutcliffe. And because of the brutality and a long evasion of capture, Sutcliffe has become a figure of urban legend and dark fascination in true crime circles. Some paranormal investigators. Now, this came off of, out of the just the web. This wasn't a paranormal website. Okay, so this was tagged on it. Some paranormal investigators have claimed that residual energy from the murders has affected locations where the crimes took place.
No, I disagree with the residual. That's active haunting. That
Yeah.
is not
I
residual.
agree.
That is active straight
That's
haunting.
intelligent.
Yeah,
I agree.
Intelligent haunting, because the reason I picked up on that, as soon as she said residual, Jana was screaming, "No, that's real. That's real." And Jana was my Native American spirit guide. Mean little
She's
woman,
so
but God, I love that woman.
She's tough.
And dude, she never lies. When she tells you it's fact. She said,
Well,
no.
victims reaching out. Victims reaching out. They want closure.
They're right. They do. Dude,
I would love to go to UK and handle this.
boy, we'd be in trouble if we ever went to UK.
Well,
oh Lord, they don't let all the hillbillies and rednecks up in here.
I have to learn a Yorkshire accent.
Yeah, really. Well, I'll just start like talking with a Cockney accent, like we ain't got no bloody sense.
I see that.
No, we just go over there with a little bit of sage and sweetgrass.
Dude,
Yeah.
No, they natives, man. They cool.
Sage and
fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, straight up. Straight up some damn some stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all we have for the Ripper. What do you think, Tom? You got anything else?
Well, no, when he died in prison, they said COVID-19, but a lot of it was they originally brought him to the hospital because of diabetes, all that. But he had a reaction was going on, and he picked up the COVID-19 while in the hospital.
Well, see, this is the thing is, if you remember during COVID, everybody died of COVID during COVID.
Yeah.
They did die of COVID. So that's the official. He had some other ailment that got him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go with the COVID bullshit line. Okay.
As long as he's gone.
No shit.
There you go.
I hope
Thank goodness.
I don't know. His spirit could still be around. And,
no, I want it to be around.
Trapping some of these people from being able to move on.
I want spirit to be around. You know how much fun I can have with spirit like that?
Yeah.
So
you
the
try
kinetic.
to have play with this man every day.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be my fun.
Yeah.
I live for this shit.
Yeah.
I would too, Marla. I would love to go to the
Yeah.
ancient
Marla,
Ramsden.
I would
Yes.
love to go back to England and investigate anywhere. Hey, Mike, I would love to go back to England and investigate 500 more places I never got to go to when I was stationed over there.
Yeah.
So the Connecticut Witch Festival is ctwitchfestival.com.
ctwitchfest.com.
Okay. So here are some of the speakers. Dr.
Yeah.
Richard Ross. There's Stacia, Samaya Elgraff, Catherine Nadal, and then Dr. Richard Ross.
Yep.
And we've got our very own Thomas Patrick Gormley. And
Look
I
at
just
that.
cut off, sorry, I cut off some stuff down here, but I just had to get a little shot. Robin Ziegler, the shaman and the showman, and then F.R. Rivers.
Yep.
And of course, the hex dancers.
Nice.
I love that. I love that.
Dude, please film that. And
Yeah,
send us video
I'll
of that.
send you some
I think
stuff.
that would be badass.
Yes.
Is badass. Yeah, all the speakers.
Who the
Yeah,
hell we doing next week?
The what?
Who the hell we doing next week?
Yeah, who we
Yeah,
doing?
maybe we should do the Kronberger that just got sentenced.
Yeah, that's a great
The
idea.
Who burger?
people out in, what was it, Idaho, or whatever.
Hamburger, what'd you call it?
Hey, let's ask Rez. Rez, give us an option.
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't kept up.
Give us
on
an
any of the
option for
recent
next
ones.
week's show.
You've already hit all the ones that I want to talk about.
Is there one that we have talked about you want to re-talk about? Because I love talking about them. So does Thomas. So does
H.H. Holmes is my favorite.
Dude, we can go
The
back
Murder
to H.H.
Castle.
Holmes. There's some good information on H.H. Holmes.
There
Yes.
is.
He did himself.
You know, and what I'd love to do is go down to Chicago where the old murder castle was and actually
Where the post office
investigate
is.
that post office.
Yeah.
Dude, I've investigated the land itself, but not the post office. They wouldn't let us in the post office, but they let us do outside the post office on the grounds.
Yep.
And but we had to do it, dude. We had to have like 12 police escorts there because it's a high crime area where that post office is.
Oh, Lord.
Just needed me. You'd have been fine.
Oh, dude,
I
I've
would
been
have raced down there,
Hey,
baby.
Hey, dude.
Here we go.
I guarantee you I was toting.
Yeah.
And I told him one of the cops, I said, hope you don't have a problem with a redneck over here with a firearm.
Yeah.
Veteran with a firearm. He goes, you got a permit? I said, hell yeah, I got a permit. It's called my military ID card.
Yeah.
I'm a part of the armed forces. Like, get us I'll talk to you after show for a couple minutes.
Stacia said Luca. Hold on.
Magnata.
Yep. And Candy said do Bingham from Horry County. True.
Okay, I gotta ask, where the hell's Horry County?
It's in South
It is
Carolina.
like Myrtle Beach area. That's where I went. Yeah, that's where I went this weekend.
Okay, so I didn't know. That's why I asked. I was like, where's the Horry County? I mean, Horry County.
Yeah, I also thinking maybe what is the guy that up the Long Island one who was dumping people on the beach? That's recent.
Oh, God, what was that idiot's name?
He's a weird looking dude too.
He's a weird dude.
I can't think of it.
I forget what the name.
We might just surprise you next week and come out with something totally different. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let me figure it out.
Who we're talking about?
We were just talking about Brian Koberger. That was just
that's the one I was.
Y'all.
He just got sentenced. So yeah.
Yeah, he was a PhD student in criminology.
Yep.
With Washington
Hey, you
State
guys.
University. I think that might be it.
Yeah, what's going on, Gwen?
I got to pop over and get the guests for the next show, but love you guys.
All righty.
So I can make the ad.
I love you.
I want to talk to y'all before after we get on here.
All right,
Lee, just end the show.
I got it.
We'll wrap it up.
Flip us off.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrap us up. We'll see you next week.
Flip us off.
Wrap us up.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead. I think I will go ahead and end the show, and we'll figure out what we're doing on our chat, and then we'll
this
do
will be
it.
the first time I'll let you use the word unalive. Unalive us.
Unalived. Do the show on the seat of our pants.
Everybody send Blaine messages. Rez, thank you for joining us. Love you guys.
Thanks, Rez.
And we're out of here.
Yeah.
Time to take control of your energy. Join our powerful grounding and shielding workshop. A must for empaths, intuitives, and anyone ready to reclaim their power. Learn to protect your energy. Stay centered in any situation. Live with clarity and strength. This workshop could change your life. Enroll at Deep South Para Comic-Con.
Podcast Workshop with producer Gwen Johns. Do you dream of having your own podcast? Gwen Johns will discuss how to get started creating your own podcast and how to build an audience. Gwen Johns Podcast Workshop at Deep South Comic-Con.
We're out.